And then great.
So this screen recorded?
Yeah, this is
Endingly.
okay. And then you just tap through, like on the keyboard here, and then that goes to the presentations. Okay, so you can watch that, and that is what we watch. And that's okay. Ready?
Ready.
Okay. All right. Let me. So we're adding a new format to the workshops now. So I'm traveling around with a little camera. So if you have questions, we'll zoom into you. We got a little bit better. Yesterday, bringing the laptop around was a little bit silly. All right. So Tendi is going to provide some tips and advice on 5 things to do with undersupplied guests. Oops. Okay. Take it away, Tendi.
Okay, so good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Hope you're doing well. So here I'm gonna be give the presentation, the workshop about my second workshop about the Airbnb tips and advice. So, but for this workshop, I will like share about the 5 things to solve the undersupply guests. So all the hosts know how to be the good host for solve the undersupply. So the first page is, and the first thing is why the undersupply is happen. So the first thing you have to know why that undersupply gas it's happen in your area. So after you know, you will know how to fix it, because you have to know from the source first. So the first thing, this is based on my experience. It's the first one is glitch on the channel manager. So before the Toolkit didn't use the new API, so it's like an old API. So that's very possible to like a double block on the calendar. So if there's already blocked by the owner, we still can accept the alteration, the booking, and then the instant book still can goes to the rental. So that's one of the sorts for the undersupply that can happen. And the second one is no register to the guest list. So this is usually for the example is like a Balangan area. So that's like some properties still use their calendar. So we have to register it in the GS. It's like a La Jolla, Alchemist. So make sure when you register also it's the right dates and the right name of the guest. So that's the on-site staff can aware and then can register on their calendar correctly. And then the third one is partner or not did not update on calendar. Sometimes the partner is like forget to update the calendar. Also sometimes us forget to update the calendar, because the owner sometimes tell on the group WhatsApp, but I think no one responded or everybody skip it. So we not have the owner to update the calendar, and then the instant book come, and then it's like a double book there. So that's some of the undersupply source. And then the fifth is miscommunication between the guest and on-site team. This is usually can happen in every area, because sometimes the guest said like ask to the staff, because the guests think that all in the property is the owner, friends or family. So the guest said like also I will stay one more night, and the staff maybe just say oh yes, but I don't know how to take action, like tell the BP team or tell the owner, just say yes, and then the guest expected oh I already confirmed to the on-site team. So that's why sometimes it's like the calendar is not blocked, not updated, but the guests still stay there. So that's one of the undersupply can happen also. And then the sixth is confirm email or type without any action. Yeah, I found there's some issue from these things. It's like before in Uluwatu Cottage, that's a confirmation email. It's like already confirmed like 1 year ago, before I joined with the team, and on the last minute, the guests come to the Uluwatu Cottage, and then this Uluwatu Cottage team call me, hi, is there confirm this guest from BV, we are fully booked, and then I try to find the reservation, but I cannot find the name. But when the guest send the booking code, I found it in the W profile, but there's on the trash. So no one give the welcome message, and no one register it, and then no one informed to the property. So it's very worse. And then I have to do quickly to solve everything because the guest already booked 1 year, and then it's like not like a short stay, but it's like a weeks in Urato Cottage. So it's very long time to solve that problem. And then the 7 is partner sell the properties. It's also happen in the some properties. It's like before Mahaungasan, the problem. So there's some future booking in Mahaungasan, but actually the property is already sell. So and the Mahaungasan like tell how we cannot accommodate that guests anymore. But we try to give the best service. We just cannot cancel the guest because the guest already booked 2 months ago, 6 months, and we just tell last minute. But we try to give the best solution to offer the another properties. So that's one of the source also for the undersupply. And then the 8 is partner not got new reservation with high value. Partner got new reservation with high value than our guest. I think that's also happened in the Villa Anak. So we already confirmed the guest to the owner also that we have guests on this date and this date, and then the owner got the new reservation, the new guest with the highest value. So they take the highest value and then kick out our guests. I think that's not very good things when you have the relationship.
And then we cut it up.
Yeah, so we have to very fair and transparent, and then we also have to don't just about the money, but you have to have a good relationship with the owner and partner. Okay, so the second things that you have to do.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So, but don't think too much about that. So everything it's happened, we have to just take the action, think how to solve the problem, and then think about the solution to the guest. So with the our core value is file fast. So don't wait for anything. Don't wait for your senior. Don't wait for your friend. Just take it, and then you will get your result there. And then the second thing is how to solve it. Based on my experience, the first one is make sure the gas is under supply and we cannot accommodate in that properties. So sometimes, there is overbooking. The calendar is like a double block. But we have to make sure there's no room anymore in the property, because sometimes we can move the room and then we have to make some arrangement with the owner and everything. But after you discuss with the owner, oh, this guest totally cannot accommodate in my properties. Okay, so after that, the second one, we have to find the contact of the guest via WhatsApp or WeChat or anything, and then prepare your best solution for the guest. So we have to bring our gun before we have a war, right? So don't just bring your body to have a war, so that you just die, waiting for die. So you have to bring your anything to give the solution, and then you hajar, you shot the gas. So you have the best bullet to the gas. So give more properties, it's better have a better facility, or have a better a location, and then everything.
Update.
So we use the language is upgrade to the guest. So we very avoid to downgrade the guest, because it's why I downgrade with the price. So usually what I do in the field, I discuss with the owner that have a lot of beauty, and then more good properties, and then ask hi, I have the guest with this value, can you help me to accommodate this guest? Even it's half of the price. Usually the partner or the owner understand, and then want to help me as well. So this is about how your relationship with the guest, with the owner, I mean. Because sometimes if you don't have like good relationship with the owner doesn't care. Oh, I don't want to change this value and everything. So this is if you have meet the owner every day, like sometimes you discuss like anything like hobby or everything. So you have like an open with the owner. So owner will understand and then also want to help you always everything the problem, because we also help them to give the money and everything. They got the money and everything, but they always try to help us as well. And then the fifth is the after find the result, you have to give the update to the team and then the owner. So whenever the result like a refund or got the new property, you have to update to the finance, to the owner. So we ask the owner for the previous properties. We already accommodate this guest to the other properties. I hope this not gonna be happen again in the property. So hopefully you always update the calendar and everything. So we cannot always help you for this case, but we can like try to give the best solution for every problem here, like that. And then the third one is communicate with the guest, like give the reason why the alternative properties, and give the reason why you give the alternative properties, and then that will be good if you the alternative property have a more facility, location, and uniqueness or complementary that I told before. And then if the guest angry, let them talk first, and then don't cut the conversation, because that you have to listen and then try to feel what the guest feel. Because if not, the guest will be more angry and then like give bad reviews and talk to the other website and everything. So we have to be more patient here, and then more calm. So I believe all the problem have a solution. So no problem that don't have solution. So let them talk first, and then you talk what the best solution, and then discuss what the guest advice, and then we can get like the middle way of that. So we not like more prefer to the owner, more prefer to the guest, but we have to be in the between of that. So we have the best solution for them. And then the third one is improve yourself to prepare plan B, C, and D. So we got the alternative from the guest, but we also have to give like a plan to the another properties as well. Because if the guest not agree with that property, we can give the another properties. So the guest can choose what they fit for them. It's like the location more good, maybe the facilities is more good. So the guest can feel like, oh yeah, I will take this one because this is more close with the beach, or this is have a pool and everything. And then the fourth is give small like a complimentary to the guest, but very meaningful. So for the overbooking guest, also as usually it's like the part of 4 and 5. It's like more attention and complimentary. So for the example, one of my guests, you remember Clean? Yeah, Clean. So the guest is overbooking in the Kebunyanyang. So when the guests check in there and then they need some help, like a pickup from the temple to the house, we just like it's sure that's for free. I just give a pickup for free and then bring to the property back. And then the result, they already like overbooking guests, but they still give me the very nice review and then mention my name. So it's like, oh, thank you, very helpful and everything. So I think overbooking is not all the worst, but sometimes we can change like back like membalikan.
Turn around.
Turn around that situation to be the very nice situation. Yeah. And then the fourth one is tips to communicate with the owner when the overbooking. Is like ask the partner if there's undersupply situation on that property. We always like communicate with the partner as well. Hi, we have overbooking situation here. So don't like just there's overbooking, but the partner have to know as well. So they will aware, and then for the future what they can improve as well. So not us to improve, but they also can improve in the future. And then ask them first if they can help. It's like that I told before. Hi, can you just accommodate? Maybe they can move their guests, or sometimes, or they have another house and anything. So yeah, it's about the communication with the owner as well. And then if they have the alternative properties and have a different price, contact to the owner for help to accommodate the guests from the previous property. And then always give the owner update about the result. Okay, the fifth is what you have to do after the undersupply solved. So the first one is find the source, what the undersupply situation happened. After that, you can fix from the source, so that will be not gonna be happen in the future. Maybe for example, it's like the listing not connected to Toki, so we can connect it to the Toki to avoid the future of the booking. And then maybe the owner not update the calendar because maybe the owner cannot open the calendar. The owner don't know how to use it or everything. So we know how to teach the owner. And yeah, it's better we solve from the source what situation that make the overbooking, so we can solve so to avoid in the future undersupply guests. And then the third one is make sure that situation is not happen again. And then the fourth is always have to be have a good communication with the on-site team. So we have to tell like every team in the on-site, whatever is that, like the gardener, everything. If the guest like asking for the refund or extend or anything, please ask the guest to communicate with us via Airbnb or via WhatsApp, because that will be very safe, because you don't have to like have a mistake in the on-site. So we always know the update from the guest. And then the fifth one, make sure all the team that relate with the situation got the update, like a finance, a support, squad leader or chapter leader. So everyone know, and then everyone can improve for the future. Okay, so this is some of the overbooking situation that I contact on the WhatsApp. This is the clean dan overbooking in Kubinanya. This is because the room maintenance. So the owner have like a treatment for the bed bugs in that day. So it's like last minute notice. So so for that reason I tell the guests. So we have the like bed bug treatment, everything, because the guests also don't want to stay if there's bed bug, right? And then I give the alternative properties. I give like a 2 alternative, but they choose the second one. So okay, so this is also because they prefer for the walking distance to the temple. Yeah. So after that, the client check out and they give the very nice review to us as well. So this is about the how to ask like a professional to handle this situation. And this is the second one. The owner didn't update the calendar. So this guest in the Padang view, the owner have like a long stay guest in the room, but they cannot open the calendar. Also they didn't tell us. And then here I like so this already happened. So I'll update the calendar and then ask owner how to update the calendar, and then I contact the guest and then give some solution for the guest as well. And this is based on the calendar. So yeah, this is like a double booking on the calendar, because before you use the all KPI, so it's gonna be happen anytime. And then this is not registered on the GS and email confirmation move at the trash. So this is that I tell on the W profile. It's like already 1 year's book, and this we upgrade this guest to the Desapir. Desapir is like a near the Ulatu Cottage. But yeah, for the complimentary we have to upgrade and then pay for the different price, because there's very last minute overbooking, and then it's like just one that's like a ocean view on the Sapir. So no property again in the Uluwatu area with the ocean view. So it's very difficult to find the alternative there. Okay, I think that's all with my workshop. I think anyone have a question, maybe 1 or 2? All good? Okay, yeah.
Tendi, what happens if you meet a very disgruntled and very unhappy guest? Do you have any tips on how to ease the person or ease the guest?
So based on my experience as well, so if there's like a last minute for booking and the guest already there in the properties and we still here, I tell the guest, hi, please wait me like as soon as possible, like 10 minutes, I'd say 15 minutes. I contact the properties, the staff. Hi, I will be there in 15 minutes. Please provide the drink for the guests. And then if there is no like a restaurant there, I just buy like 3 or 2 beers, and I just bring there. And then, hi, how are you? I just feel like don't like because if you feel like you are very you have failed, you have like a mistake.
Yes.
The guest will be find you like oh, you have like that.
So you go with a peace offering.
Just bring peace. Hi, how are you? How are you today? Hi. Please have a seat first. And then, hi. Oh, sorry. We have problem here. Okay, let them talk first. Like, oh yeah, we're booking last 3 months and everything. Okay, so the first thing is already happened. So here, I just want to try to find a solution for you. And don't worry, I have many properties here. I just said like that. So you can choose whenever you want. And then I will show you one by one of the properties. It's like I give the properties that with the price is not too many high difference, and then with the more facilities and everything. So hi, here I also bring you beer. Just relax, don't worry. Just say like that, and oh yeah, they will come as well. Like oh, I think this is good as well, and then oh, what is the difference between these properties? Oh, this is more very big pool with the jungle view and everything. Oh yeah, I think this will be nice. Oh, okay, no worries. So how can I move? No worries, I will give you free transport to there. So like because I have many contacts of the driver there. So driver also like my friend sometimes there. Just contact. Hey Wayan, give my friend here for free. Oh yeah, okay. So they just pick up the guest and then go there. So they will like make the client is not hard to move. Yeah, and then hard to give the new properties. We just give like a very like easy for the guests, and then they will relax and then ask like what's your plan today here like oh, I want to go to temple. Oh, temple, go with me, I will give you discount like that. Yeah, so just give the discount. I will airport give discount, and then sometimes I go with the guests, sit down there in the temple, watch the dance together, and then like feel like a family and friends. So they will be happy. So yeah, so that's why. Before I got like many reviews, like mention my name and everything, because every day I meet the guests and then have many times spend time with the guests as well. Yeah, I think that's the best solution. It's like when you meet the guests, don't bring your like a mistake face.
The grumpy face.
Yeah, don't bring like
your guilty face.
Oh, I'm very nervous. Yeah, I'm very nervous. It's like just relax. This is I have many properties. Because we have power,
confidence,
right?
yes,
we have power as well. So
agree.
Then I said you have to bring the gun. So if the guests fight with you, you just shot. So like that. So that's like
another way.
Yeah, just easy. Don't think too much. So I'm ready whenever the team need help for overbooking. I'm ready to help also give the advice.
Okay. Thank you, Tendi.
Welcome.
Sandy, so there are a lot of complimentary, right?
Yeah.
So what can be the consideration for us in giving guests a complimentary? For example, if the guest is only stay 1 night and then they get overbooked, like what can be the consideration? Okay, should we give them the free transport, or should we give them the free upgrade for the room?
Okay, for this one, if the guest not checking yet in the properties and there's overbooking, usually I contact the driver. We ask to the guest, we not give the full free for the pickup, but sometimes I offer like a 50% from the price. So I call the driver as well. So it's like pay the petrol. So the guest just pay the petrol, not the service, because it's like one of our complimentary. But that's also depend on your relationship with the driver as well. And then it's like sometimes I also give like a complimentary like a free buy. So I ask the owner, hi, this guest overbooking, so I give the free buy. But please give me the net price. So usually they sell 70, right? but can you give me just 30? So I just pay from my pocket, just 30, but the guest is really happy. It's like that. And then it's like, if the guest want, I also offer like a discount in the restaurant, in the Warung Bujana, in the temple ticket, because usually, mostly the guests when that's going to Uluwatu want to watch the dance. So it's like I can use that for my ballet. So I can use that because if you are host, you have to expert in your area. You have to know what's the best activity, what the best beats, what the best transport service and everything. So you can handle all the situation in your area. Yeah.
So maybe the tips for the new hosts that they are not expert enough. I mean, like they are not familiar yet with the area. Like they don't have a good networking like yours. So what's your tip for them? Giving best comment.
Oh yeah. So this is like the BV core value as well. So the senior have to help other first. So we know that the person is new. So the host, the new host as well have to have like a good relationship with the senior. So I have this situation. Can you give my suggest? So we just give the suggest, and then the host take the action. Hi, I can usually I give the free discount for the ticket, and the host have to ask how you get the discount. And then we ask, oh, this is the way. Oh, okay. You have to try in the field. You find the information how to get the discount and everything, and then let them learn. So there's like a best practice for the new house. Yeah. Okay. Any question? Okay, I think that's all from my workshop, and then I very love to share my experience here. I hope for the new team members that can be really to be good professional host, because here we are BV. BV is the hospitality service. That's our first the main job here. We are the host. So don't forget. I know there's many finance, marketing, everything, but don't forget you are the host. So whenever you get the guests and anytime, you always can host them. So I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Yay! All right. Good work, Tendi. All right, amazing. Okay, thank you guys very much. I think that was one of the greatest. That was a very good sync up. Gabby, just in time. All right, so lunch is ready if you guys are eating, and thank you very much. Gabby, I'll post the video online. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Got in touch.
There.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tendi.
Terima
kasih, Tendi. Mau dong didiskonin.